Ladies and gentlemen, Violent Games here. Today I have to talk about The Missing. I have to do it. This game is a damn near masterpiece. Let me reiterate the title because the full title is kind of obnoxious. The full title of this game is called The Missing, J.J. Macfield and the Island of Memories. That's a lot. I don't know why they went with that, but this game is absolutely beautiful. It's an indie project by a well-known puzzle platformer developer. God damn it. A puzzle platformer developer, Swery. Now, I'm going to be honest with you guys. I'm not a big fan of his works in the past. I know they're well done for like similar reasons that this game is well done. But I never really liked his previous worlds because they were always void of color. And usually this was to put emphasis on certain details in the environment, but I never took to it for that reason. It just wasn't stimulating to me. This world is a complete exception to that. It's vibrant, it's full of color, and it's done to effect, and the world is beautiful as a result. It doesn't mean that the color adds a new dimension and changes your life, but to me, it's more visually pleasing, and I do like the art style overall. So first off, why is this game like a damn near masterpiece? Because I had trouble walking away from this game. When I was finished with this game, I had like detachment issues. I was like, oh my gosh, the game was just so powerful in the way it delivers its message and what it wants the player to take away from this game. And I feel like that's something that you don't get in a lot of games now. Like, how many games do you walk away from it a better person? Not often. Not often. Well, actually, Red Dead Redemption 2 is a good modern example. Like, again, 2018 was an incredible year. Like, I feel like you can walk away from Red Dead Redemption 2 a better person, and you can walk away from this game a better person. But I feel like, in general, this game's narrative actually hit me a bit more because I related to more of the subjects at hand. So I felt like that is just, you know, something personal to me. And I'm okay with people having different opinions, of course, but I think the game's a masterpiece because it really does show why video games are art. Like, you could give this to an English teacher, and they would see, wow, there's all of these environmental details that are symbolism for, like, different things. Maybe they symbolize ideas, fears. Maybe they represent a form of hatred, a form of self-loathing. Maybe they represent something in a different dimension. I'm not fucking with you. It gets weird. The game gets weird. And the plot never fails. You're never bored with the plot. Though what I will say, what I will criticize, is that the reason I didn't get to this game sooner in a video was because the beginning is a little slow. Because the narrative doesn't deliver as much to make you really enthralled. You kind of just get used to the concepts that the game throws at you puzzle solving wise. Like, you have to rip apart your body to solve certain puzzles. You have to break your neck to switch gravity somehow. It's never really explained, but, well, actually, it's kind of explained. Like, just things like that. Overall, the puzzle solving isn't too complex, but it does get progressively harder. But because you're already open to the concepts at hand, by the time you get to those puzzles, they aren't difficult. You can usually find them out even if you just do trial by fire, just kind of messing around with the world until you get it right. I never had any problems with the puzzle solving, and as someone who is not into difficult puzzle games, like, I'm usually not into puzzle platformers, which is weird why I love this game, but I think the storytelling and narrative just drives this entire experience home. That even if the gameplay isn't too compelling, it doesn't matter. It just doesn't. It's that beautiful of a game, and it's a work of art. And it's a work of art that could only be done as a video game. Like Nier Automata before this game, it is a narrative that could only be delivered effectively as a video game. And it is a staple, again, of why video games are works of art. I feel like I've said that way too many times now. But you get what I'm trying to drive home here. Like, video games aren't just button mashing anymore. They aren't just, you know, time wasters. They aren't just fucking Candy Crush. Some games can be that way, but gaming is very transformative, and this is a perfect example. This being a video game allows the narrative to actually have a personal impact on the player, because the player has to actively participate in some of the ideas. Like, when the character is making progress personally, you kind of feel that. When the character is feeling dread, you kind of feel that, and you have to act that out in certain sequences. And all of that, it just makes for an experience that only a video game could really capture. And when you play through a video game, and this is how I've often felt about most video games, it does become more personal because you're the one driving things forward. And when you are the catalyst of things that are driving a narrative forward, that is the reach that video games have as an art form. So I just needed to talk about that. Anyways, I feel like I'm running out of things to say. I feel like I've really highlighted why this game is an exceptional game and why you should get it. And yeah, I feel like I've vented my feelings. That's what I really wanted to do today. I have a lot of feelings over this game. I think it's wonderful. And you walk away a better person. Play this game. If you need to feel feelings, if you've been like in an emotional rut where everything is stagnant in your life, this is a good little game to kind of like change your perspective on things. I feel like this would help you out. So if you're at that point in your life, especially if you're an edgy teenager, holy shit, get this game. Get this game immediately and have feelings. Yeah, it's wonderful. I like games that provoke thought like this. It's really, really stimulating. Anyways, guys, Violent Games signing off. Have a good one. Play good games. There's a lot of games. It's kind of a problem, actually.